It was honestly one of the more enjoyable basketball games because, during the playoffs, it seems like everyone's watching the game. You're on Twitter.
Yeah.
This was unique because it was a G League Ignite team playing some team from France. And you're like, okay, but you're talking about two of the top prospects. So much hype around Victor Wembanyama. We have been talking about Scoot Henderson since last year when we first saw him. We're like, this kid who at the time was 17. It's weird when you watch someone for 3 minutes and go, oh, he belongs. It doesn't mean he's perfect.
Yeah.
But to say he belonged last year and to see what he did last night, how he has improved his game, his shooting, his passing, his handles, his attacking.
His vision, his growth was just incredible as a young player.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And, I just love the fact that they made this game happen, right? Both of these kids aren't playing, they're not Duke and North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like this was a special event. They play again tomorrow. It's awesome that they made this game happen. And then for it to not only happen, but both dudes show out. Victor Wembanyama, are you kidding me, Morgan? This guy, we talk about his size. We talk about what he does with the handle, the defense, the three-point shooting, how fluid he is, how he moves. You're like, he is 7'2", probably growing. He is 18 years old. This guy is a freak.
He's a freak. But on top of all of that, he just understands the game at such a high level, even when he's going down in transition, but knows to just take these 2 big steps back to be behind that 3-point arc and hit the 3, right? I mean, his 3-point shooting alone is just incredible because he can shoot over anybody.
Literally anyone.
Anybody. Any hand in his face, whatever. But then on the other end of the floor, he had a really nice block against Scoot Henderson, who was just going up for a major dunk, trying to throw it down, and Victor just blocked the shit out of it. And then again, it was interesting because Scoot tried doing this little side to the left jump shot over him, and Victor's like, let me just put my hand here.
You're done.
Bye.
Also,
effortless.
I know someone in chat just said, oh, he's like 7'5", and he could be at this point. Some have him listed at 7'2". I've seen him listed at 7'4". I don't care. I don't care because he's very tall. He moves well, and he's 18, and he's still learning. Mark Spears had an interesting piece today for ESPN where he had a quote from an NBA general manager who was there. The quote was this: Victor is a physical specimen that you rarely see, like Kareem or Ralph Sampson. Wembanyama's length, size, and skills are unmatched. His work ethic will determine what level he becomes, but he has it all. Also, one GM told ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, quote, it feels like last night will start a race to the bottom like we've never seen, end quote, with tanking.
I think that high praise, even in that last sentence, it's high praise, but I don't like hearing that, but I also don't believe it. I believe it for teams like the Spurs, maybe the Jazz. Like, there's a few of those around the league where I'm like,
I think Danny Ainge is going to have to strip that down more if he's going to be in the race, to be honest.
Yep, he would have to.
Sam Presti probably going, hey, Shay, are you feeling, hopefully you're not feeling any better.
Well, and now since Chet is going to be out, that was something that we said, hey, is this going to be the year that SGA basically gets to play and show himself off at just a whole different level? They don't even have all the guys and the pieces they want.
I'm going to say this. If you're Presti, if you're going to go tank mode and SGA is healthy and you're not going to play, just trade him. Trade him. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Let this guy go out there and play. I know he's hurt
ball
right
out.
now, but go let him play right now. I was amazed with what I saw with Victor. And, obviously now there's a tremendous level of hype with these two, more so with Victor. I think last night was really beneficial for the G League Ignite and for Scoot, because I know if you pay attention, Scoot Henderson, but I think most people knew Victor more, right? Than Scoot.
Freak, right?
Yes. Yeah. He's just such a unique, you notice him all on the court. You're like, holy shit, this guy's massive. He could be generational. And, you start thinking about the possibilities and these, maybe some of the GMs are exaggerating. Oh, it's going to be a race to the bottom. But the reality is getting someone like that could change a franchise because it's nothing we have really seen before. And it doesn't mean it's foolproof. Like, things happen, injuries could happen.
Absolutely.
Maybe it just development doesn't work out the way that,
work ethic, like
whatever.
the GM was talking about. Yeah.
There's no indications that that's a problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
The reality is, like, he might be the most highly regarded prospect coming out since LeBron. I know Zion had hype for sure, but this is big time. I mean, you think? Go ahead.
How many people are untradeable? Like, if you look around the league, would you not trade right now?
Right.
And that
if you could get him,
exactly.
You would literally, and honestly, you would trade anyone on the Kings today if you had the chance to get right.
Well,
for sure.
and that's why I even think about when we do talk about these teams possibly tanking for Victor, I go, is there going to be another team in the mix that's like, I'm trading all of this for that number 1 pick? Do you want to go in that direction?
I don't think you could. I think it would have to.
It would have to be an entire team
Yeah.
and lots of money.
So the game was in Las Vegas. He ends up with 37.
Yeah, 30. I don't even remember how many threes. It was like 7 for 11. I'm probably saying it wrong, but just so efficient beyond the arc, right? So efficient on the floor.
Okay, yeah. So he had 37 points. He did it on 11 of 20 shooting, 7 of 11 from 3. He also had 5 blocks. And something Sean Cunningham pointed out. So, of course, I'm talking to Sean Cunningham. You guys may know him from Fox 40. He used to work at ABC 10. I've known him for years. It was before Kings practice day, and we're kind of talking. We're talking some Giants, and we started talking about this game. He goes, yeah, he only got 4 rebounds. And I went, Sean.
Tell Sean right now.
That's your takeaway.
Yeah, you tell him.
That's your takeaway. He only had 4 rebounds. I don't care.
That's ridiculous. Get out of here.
He was hating, but I just thought that was funny. He brought that up. And then Scoot had he had a massive night too. He had It was 28 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. And I think the biggest question maybe we saw last year was like, can he be a consistent outside threat? He was knocking down threes last night. His handles, his aggressiveness, and you brought up the play. I want to bring this up real fast.
Okay.
When he went to try to dunk on Victor, I know, he got blocked. No. The fact that Scoot was like, yeah, I'm way smaller. I'm going up and trying to dunk on your head. I love that.
Loved every second of it because it just showed he was not scared of anything. I don't care if you're 7'4". And it's not like it was like in that moment he was testing it out. Where's my strength compared to your height? And obviously the height and the pressure from Victor won. But with Scoot Henderson, Deuce, a lot of his game last night, so many people are talking about Vic and they're talking about how, unicorn, magical, everything he did on the floor. And they're throwing Scoot Henderson in there like, wow, it's so great to see him. But you look at Scoot's all-around game, in those 9 assists alone, we didn't see him as this dominant playmaker even a year ago. And to see that his vision, his maturity, his basketball IQ has changed on top of his beautiful shot, that is, the way he stepped into it, and it was just all in one motion, confident. I loved watching both of their games last night, but I was really happy to see that Scoot is even better.
We also did an interview with Scoot Henderson at Summer League.
Yeah.
Which is one of the coolest things that we were able to do is we sat down with him. It was during a game at Thomas and Mack. We got set up like in this booth. Wasn't the best backdrop. He sat up there for 25 minutes with us. And we just talked about his journey and what he wants. And he's like, yeah, I want to be the number 1 pick. I put the work in. Like, I want to be that guy.
And then what did Vic say?
Oh, my God. Quote of the cinch, by the way, from Vic. Wembanyama said on Scoot Henderson, he's really a great player. If I was never born, I think he would deserve the first spots.
And it's I don't know his personality yet, so I'm curious how to take it. But at the same time, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's just the timing is...
Sure. But your point is 100% valid. Scoot is such a legitimate talent. We've seen him play multiple times in person. We talked to him. He's very focused. Like, he loves the game of basketball. Strong family around him. Very supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
it
obsessed with it.
It was so cool that the NBA, I don't know how they negotiated this game to make it happen, but it's cool that these two players who are projected to be the top 2 picks in a stacked 2023 draft class kind of got the basketball season kickstarted.